So, her dad placed money in a mutual fund. A mutual fund, if you're not aware, it's an investment account. It earns 9% interest each year, which equation best models the given information. So, what you need to know before you do anything is this, that if it's an investment, it's this type of equation. It's y equals a times b to the x power. It's a times b to the x power. So we know this is what's going on. Even though they don't have y equals down here because they're talking about different things, but you have two numbers that are multiplied by something to a power. A is your starting point. That's your starting point. A is your starting point. B is your interest. So that's the interest that you're earning or paying, whatever, depending on the account. So A is your starting point, B is your interest. So now that you have those information, I'm just going to take away these two things really quick. And I'm going to say, if A is our starting point, she received $3,400. So her starting point has to be $3,400. The interest that she earns here is 9% interest. Interest. So far, so good. So if we're writing this equation, we know our starting point. So I'm going to get rid of some of this here. Our starting point is 3,400. Our interest is 9%. Taking the sum power. They can use any letter for power. So the letter they happen to use is N. N is usually used to say years, days, whatever. So they said N. So then we start looking. Does anything match this equation so far? Now, the biggest problem is most people will go right towards B. And B is definitely not the right answer. So I'm going to get rid of this because we need to convert this 9% into a decimal. So we have this, y equals 3,400. 9% as a decimal is 0.09. So when I look, that's not there right now. This is why. We have to take into account, we're not just calculating the interest, we're calculating the interest plus the deposit, plus the initial amount. To do that, we have to change this number, this 0, to a 1. So I'm going to change the color so you know where it came from. This is 1, and this 1 is to include this thing. And the rest stays the same, 0.09 to the power of n. So that we do have, and that will be the answer choice D. Does anyone have any questions about that?